Blue sky above me, the ocean's roar, can't mend the faded wreckage of memory. Flashback to one thing I can't ignore. Answers remain reflections of mystery. Nameless traveler adrift alone on the sea. All the hardships will only make me stronger. The horizon is calling me to my fate. Anchors away, the distress will never break me. Time will sail, so raise the sail. The truth is out there for the taking. Set my course for brilliant shores. Push to it. Do it to feel the rush. Do it to feel the pleasure. Do it to rise above. Because it's now or never. Do it. A new direction might take me home. What lies ahead's a matter of destiny. I seek a treasure worth more than gold. Here on the edge, there's no room for disbelief. In position to see how far I can go. Push the boundaries for what I will discover. The adventure is calling me to a new fate. I'm ready to embrace it. That I've lost will never faze me. Been through hell to find myself, wondering what the rest I'm facing. My reward is what lies in store, 'cause the distress will never break me. Time will sail, so raise the sail. The truth is out there for the taking. Set my course for brilliant shores. Push to it. Do it to feel the rush. Do it to feel the pleasure. Do it to rise above. Because it's now or never.
Well, hello there. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? How you hanging? How you chilling? How you, all that good shit. All that good whatever. So, hello, and welcome to another thrilling episode of what I'm calling Surreal Estate, because that's kind of cute and, funny and all that. Whoa! What the hell? Zestimate. Yeah, cute. Alright, yeah, so, I am once again just looking at real estate around the greater state of Georgia. Not the greatest. It's not the greatest state, but it's a greater. I would say greater state. Yeah, it actually has me wondering. Hang on. Let's see. Of the 50 states, these great United States that are not particularly united, very original, Georgia is the 24th largest state, so smack in the fucking middle. Okie dokie. I was just curious, because, like, I know Alaska's the biggest. I didn't know New Mexico was the 5th biggest. Yeah, I'm learning. Obviously, California and Texas are going to be up there. Montana, I could have guessed if you had given me a couple tries. I did not expect. I'm looking by, total area. I did not anticipate Oklahoma being bigger than Georgia. Huh. And Massachusetts being, by total land area, smaller than Hawaii. Very strange. Okay, so yeah, Surreal Estate. I'm looking at really expensive housing in the state of Georgia because it's funny, right? I think it's funny. However, I appear to have deleted the capture that I was using for it. Oops. Did I really? What a dumbass. Let me fix that. I wonder if I can have... I don't like having to use the display capture. Realistically, I should have figured this out beforehand. Window capture, can that work? I know it was a pain in the ass to get working on Streamlabs OBS, but maybe it'll work on this. There we go. Let me just make sure chat is visible, because it'd be just my luck that I, make a new thing and then suddenly chat's not visible. So, we have a breakfast area with fireplace, welcoming waterfall, wash stall, multiple TVs. Ooh, custom-built log house, formal living space. Mountain-style log retreat. Watch video? No. So this is like farmland. This isn't just a house, this is like farmland with several different buildings. You've got Flint, chicken house, garage and hotel. Wait. I hope that's just the... Oh, right. I need music, because it's going to get, like, creepily quiet without music. What other soundtracks do I have installed? Nothing. Nothing on Steam, but how about I just pull up the Pizza Tower soundtrack and play that? Because that's what I was going to do anyway. I wasn't going to do Look Outside again. I love the Look Outside soundtrack, don't get me wrong. But we'll just do this for now. So I'm really hoping Chicken House is just the name of the place and not like a chicken house that they force people to sleep in. It comes with a go-kart track, which is kind of badass. I don't like that it's taking dogs years to cycle through the pictures. That's weird. Is that because of the capture? You know what? Let's test it out. I'll use a display capture if I have to. Why is it so laggy? What the hell? This is not very wahoo. Hang on. Looks like it's just being really laggy for fun. Let me reset Edge. Yes, considering I looked up Zillow, I would like the website Zillow. And now I have to reset all of my things. Hang on. For sale, property type, houses, yes, high to low. Okay, here's where I was. Wow, it is hella laggy. Why? Is there an intense amount of traffic? They're like, oh shit, Ash is doing Surreal Estate. Let's all go to the fucking Zillow website. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum bum. Alright, well, I'm just gonna do my best. It's gonna be irritating, but I will do my best. Okay, so there's like a chicken house. So, okay. So you've got your cabin, your log area. You've got, I don't know what this is, a barn. I don't know what that is. But it's also got a go-kart track. Which is this, I assume? I actually am rather fond of this. Okay. This feels like a really expensive Airbnb. I think it's just because of like this carport area. Because I always associate these broad carport areas with like hotels and shit. I don't know. I see an American flag. I'm not even going to bother trying to decipher what the other kind of flag is. Does that say welcome Hellions? Or Heltons? Is that somebody's name? I don't fucking care. Okay, immediately, and I can't explain why, but immediately, as soon as I see this, I think Halloween. Not the movie, just the general Halloween vibe. And once again, everything is, you know, I will give this particular domicile a pass for everything being wood, because it's a log cabin. I mean, it's a log mansion, but I would just like to note how much I fucking hate it. I don't hate it as much because it is a log domicile, but it's an $11 million log domicile, so that kind of defeats the whole rustic charm of a regular log cabin. Also, again, so what the fuck is with rich people and having their televisions like... Is this why they all have arthritis? Is because they can't put a television by the seating to save their lives? Because I don't know about you, but me use TV more than me use fireplace. Especially because me live in Georgia, where it is cold maybe 2 months out of the year. And total, I don't mean like 2 specific months. I mean total time-wise. And you have another bigger TV over here. So this is like a divorcee situation where, like, you know, the husband comes over here to play, you know, PS4, and the wife comes over here to watch, whatever. I don't know, I'm not gonna pretend I know what's, you know, hip now. What's good television? I was gonna say Modern Family, but didn't Modern Family end, like, several years ago? You've got a room that can realistically sleep, like, at least 5 people. And again, divorcee, you know, you've got his and hers completely separate chairs. So you can, you know, prepare yourself for pretending you love your spouse before hopping into bed together. I mean, it's a fine bathroom. What the fuck is this? What is that? Some sort of monitor? For what? For what? Is it a television? Is it so you can watch TV in the shower? I can't. This is too rich bitch for my blood. I see one by the bath, too. A very low-hanging chandelier. So you quite literally cannot see the guest sitting directly across from the table. Sitting directly across from you at the table. This fucking centerpiece, coupled with the unbelievably low chandelier, you quite literally have to look around the centerpiece. You have to encroach upon your table neighbors to talk to the person who is sitting directly across from you. Foul. Okay, so see, this is the kind of kitchen I'm looking for. I want a kitchen where no two things look the same. I want a wild, all over the place kitchen. I don't want a kitchen where there are like 3 colors. You know? Because that just makes my fucking head hurt and my skin crawl. This kitchen weirdly feels lived in. This is, I don't know why there are chickens everywhere, but this feels like a kitchen I could see myself cooking in. I like it. I like this kitchen. It's a lot of checkerboard, but I don't mind. I like the stone arch. That's pretty chill. Chickens everywhere. No, chickens, not monkeys. I mean, your kitchen is covered in cock, but you know what? It's okay. I'm taking everything like God and Live, Love, Laugh and Home Sweet Farm related out of here, though. A much more reasonable dining nook, but why is there a giant cock on the table? What is the obsession with chickens? Should this be in, like, the chicken house? Another humongo TV with, I can only assume, a case for a PC that you can hook up to the TV. So you can play Devil May Cry. Of course a theater. Of course there's a theater. With movie posters that haven't been updated since, like, the 1970s. Because we just can't handle contemporary movies. I do love that there is a fucking giant fuck-off DVD shelf here. I am very fond of that. That would be my Scott the Woz situation where I've got all of my games back here and I'm playing them on the big screen. But of course, every rich bitch house has to have like a built-in theater. For some reason, that is like the highest measure of rich bitch, like, luxury, is if your home has a home theater setup. A sink in the laundry room, I don't know why. Another sitting area. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to use these places because I'm not going to invite anybody up. And whoever I do invite up will be almost exclusively using the go-kart track. Or I'll just plop them down in the chicken house, which is like probably at least 3,000 square feet in and of itself. And say, have free reign, go fucking wild. A very sterile bathroom, which I guess is what you want from a bathroom. Fucking double queens. Maybe those are full, but I'm pretty sure those are queens. That's another peak of rich bitch luxury. A completely worthless alcove And so does it have like swinging saloon doors, or are these crawl spaces? Because it would be really funny if you had these double door saloon doors opening up to your little bullshit pool boy area. I know they're probably crawl spaces, but let a man dream. A disgusting cow skin. Should have been a cock skin. A fucking... was... I think this mirror frame was meant to, like, mimic the crown of thorns they put on Jesus' head during his crucifixion. Another washer dryer, I guess, and a much smaller sink. Checkerboard. Why all the checkerboard? I personally love some checkerboard. Okay, I'm also getting rid of the taxidermy shit and the... Ugh! I'm getting rid of the taxidermy. I'm getting rid of the cowhide. All of that shit is going. I also appreciate that you have this... Is that a NASCAR flag? Jesus Christ. Office slash, you know, living space. And a bar with 2 monitors in it. Yeah, that's a bar. Why? I mean, cool, but why? Because God forbid one of those monitors goes out and you have to rip the fucking thing out of that giant oak, like, whatever you call that. You've got a capsule shower. Ew! What is this? This is not the same living room. Is this the chicken house? A bunch of books that who's ever gonna read. A day bed. Oh my god! There's so... Okay, first of all, there are so many screens in this house. It's fucking killing me. Secondly, this is giant. This is... Okay, this... Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. This is most certainly built to be not somewhere you live, but somewhere you, like, rent. This is meant to be a venue. I like this little bar. That's nifty. So show me, like, the industrial kitchen. A humongous wine cellar, of course. What the fuck? What am I gonna put in there? I don't give a shit about wine. I don't even know what these are. Can we get a closer look at those? Oh yeah, I can't live without the Crown Royal. A pool table. I really want a pool table. You've got bootleg Mario here, and you've got, of course, the king chair. So you can look down at the poker players, or whatever the fuck that table is. Why is there a king's chair there? That's where the pit boss goes. Why is there a urinal? I have never seen a private urinal before. Like in somebody's home. So I think that just reinforces the theory that this is not meant to be a home. That's pretty chill. I like the rec room area. Still, so many fucking screens though. Alright, show me chicken house. Show me incredibly underwhelming pool, and for some reason garages. Is that so I can drive my go-kart? My Rych Bytch go-kart into the pool? No seating whatsoever. You gotta buy your own. Oh, right. Old rich people are... Another fucking screen, dude! I can't wait to watch this back and count how many fucking screens there are. Harley Davidson chair? Okay. A pretty cool place for bird watching, I think. Or just gazing wistfully into nature. And pretending like you're a part of it. Alright, finally, the chicken house. humongous fire pit. I'm all about that shit. Okay, another screen. A bunch of memorabilia crap that who gives a fuck about. An actual stalled bathroom. Is this the same bathroom? It'd be really funny if it was. No, damn. A performance area. Very cool, very nice. Yeah, so this is definitely a venue. Although, realistically, my guess is, what the fuck? Okay, so whoever owns this place really likes NASCAR, has a shrine dedicated to Willie Nelson. I have a mental picture of the kind of person that lives in this house. And I'm willing to bet it's pretty fucking accurate. I would put money on it. What is this? This looks like a fairly normal kitchen, except for whatever the fuck this is. And also, you know, the Jesus Christ-sized refrigerator. Oh yeah, this side is for my steakums and this side is for my Diet Coke. I really want to know what this is. Is it like an industrial bread maker? Maybe it's a dishwasher of some kind? Okay, no. Is it ice machine? This looks more like what? It's an ice machine? You spend like $15,000 on a refrigerator that doesn't have a built-in ice machine? And you have to sacrifice like a giant chunk of counter space for this piece of shit? Okay, buddy. Whatever you say. Chickens everywhere. I can only assume that that is the chicken house. Show me the go-kart track. Show me somebody on the go-kart track. I don't give a shit about a workshop. I mean, I do, but... More screens. Alright, Future Ash. I see 1, 2, and 3. Let me know if you see any more. You have my email. NASCAR arcade machines, of course. You can't put those in the rec room for whatever reason. Fucking cowboy hats, another washer dryer, and a toilet. God forbid somebody's doing laundry and you have to take a shit and kick them out. Another kitchen. I have such a hard time visualizing these floor plans without actually, like, a 3D tour of some kind. Alright, Future Ash, we are counting the arcade games as screens. So, all in all, in this picture, I count 5. So at this point, I'm confident we're up to, like, at least 30. And I'm only going off of the ones that I can actually see. I'm not gonna infer that, you know, the cabinets in the bedrooms have televisions in them. Even though they probably do. I see another one right here. That counts. No screens in these bathrooms. These are the poor oh, never mind. Never mind. There's one. I stand wildly corrected. I bet there's a television in that thing, too. You don't understand. I can't go to sleep if I don't watch Wheel of Fortune before bed. A piss lake. A giant piss puddle. Show me the goddamned go-kart track, dude. A barn. Who gives a shit? There's probably like 5 TVs in there. Who cares? I want to see go-kart track and storage. I don't even know what that is. There's the track, but what the fuck is this? Is that the living area for your dogs? Shit, bro, I'm gonna need a fucking go-kart just to, like, get around this place. Show me the inside. No, the inside of the go-kart storage, fuckface. Alright, is it just gonna be a bunch of overheads? Hampton, Georgia. I do like this, like, front area. I'm a fan of this. I like with the fountains and shit. I like it. But I don't have $11.5 million to pay for it. Ooh, a commercial-sized elevator. Ooh, Locust Grove, Georgia. This looks incredibly ornate. Okay, wait, is this a single-family residence? I have to know. Is this a single-family residence? Oh, sure fucking is! Sure fucking is. 14 acres, commercial-sized elevator, Mexican beach pebbles. I don't know what that means. Dramatic water features. Okay. Heated and cooled spa, floating staircases, glass railings, automated sunshades. Automated sunshades? Ugh. My face itches. What's the square footage? 18,000 square feet. Alright. How much? Okay, wait. I just want to see. I just want to know. Dude. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to know how much it would cost to insure a home like this. An $11 million home in Georgia. I didn't think it would be easy to find, but I thought it would be easier than they were making it. And of course, they couldn't pick more lower resolution pictures. Dude, whoever uploaded these pictures needs a new job. A cool little area. I mean, when it's done right, I like the sleek, modern, angular shit. I don't like when it's overdone. Also, this is where you banish old people that you don't want to let into your pool. Basketball hoop. A graveyard, I guess. I can't tell because this is like 900 by 560. See, this is my kind of worthless architecture. I hate floating staircases. I don't trust them. Yeah, I don't trust that shit at all. When I was a kid, I would... Wait. Okay, I would really like a better look at these chairs, because... Is this one little stick like all you get for a backrest? Rych Bytch, again, completely fucking flabbergasts me with their horrible taste in seating. Okay, no, there's little white bits. They still don't look particularly comfortable. Big blue wall art. You guys want to watch some window? Another erroneous seating area. Like, I would just buy a humongous statue to put there. Because, you know, the working assumption here is that I have $100 million to spend on a house. I won $100 million in the lottery. This thing is only like 11 million, right? I can afford, like, I don't know how much like a 12-foot marble statue of myself would cost, but probably somewhere in the 30 to 40 million dollar range. That's my estimate, knowing nothing about sculpting. I do appreciate this. Looks okay. This looks like a villain's house. Like, this is where John Wick goes to slay the guy who, you know, killed his pet rabbit or whatever. I do appreciate how the stairs are, like, helixing. What the fuck is this picture of? The pantry? You've got a security cam feed in your kitchen for whatever reason. Okay, I take the piss, but I like this house. I like it so far. I like it as much as you can like an $11 million house that you'll never be able to buy. Anything that's even a tenth of that price. Because mind you, that's still, you know, $1.1 million. I'll be surprised if that $1.1 million is like my net worth when I die. That is, okay, that's what I want from a Rych Bytch television. That ceiling fan is very much what the fuck, but that is what I want. I want a giant TV. I want like a wall TV. I want it to be so big that I watch it for so long that like I can no longer look at my phone and recognize what the symbols on it are. Is that the smart toilet? That can't be the smart toilet. It looks like it's trying to be the smart toilet, but I don't think that's the smart toilet. This is a house that like the Payday Gang breaks into to find an underground vault that has some sort of funky ass jewel in it or something. Another picture I can't decipher. Those are some nasty ass shower heads. And I can't even tell what this is supposed to be. You know what we should do? We should make them square, but we should make them so fucking square that people are so shocked by it that they forget to shower. I want people to say, oh my god, that is the most square shower head I have ever fucking seen. A door. Oh, is that the elevator? I bet that's the elevator. I mean, that floor's gonna get smudged as fuck. I can already tell you. Another questionable ceiling fan, but not quite as bad as the other one. Do you really need to temperature seal your clothing? Dude, okay, I'm gonna be 100% real with you, and this is probably why I'm, you know, poor. I wash my clothes, and I get them out of the dryer, and I have them in a big pile, and I throw them on top of my fucking chest of drawers. And when I feel like folding them, I do. But I only fold them when I feel like it. I don't need to put them in a fucking temperature-locked chamber to forget about for 3 years and then never wear again. I'll remember I have it, but I won't wear it. Also, okay, I know I said I like this house, but why is everything so fucking reflective? Like, I'm looking at this going, okay, so there are 2 showers in this room. When I don't think that's true, I think there's 1 shower and then a wall that's just so reflective that it looks like a second shower. And of course, everything has to be either black or white because we don't allow personal expression through color in our house. This house was built in 2024. We're too good for bright and vibrant. Whatever color we have has to be the most disgusting, muted, shit smear purple you've ever seen. This is the staring contest room. If I ever have to settle a bet with somebody, if I'm sharing this house with like M or any of the other people that I would possibly share a house with, and there's some sort of dispute that we need to settle, we're fuck kangaroo court. We are settling it via staring contest. That's cool. Finally, some color. Some art, some detail, some interesting visual spectacle. Fucking finally. I would go insane sitting in that office. At least it's got an attached crapper. With a shower. And a bowl sink. Why? Dude, why am I washing my hands into a fucking donation plate? Get that shit out of here. This really kind of opens my eyes to something I already knew, admittedly, which is like, Rych Bytch can do whatever Rych Bytch want and not have to care about like cleaning or replacing any of this, because Rych Bytch can just pay somebody else to figure that shit out. Rych Bytch don't give a fuck. I desperately need to know what this is. Why is there an RGB fucking whatever the hell? Why are these pictures so low resolution? Okay, but where's the television? Why the fuck is it over there? Dude, you have to be like standing in the doorway to watch television. Yeah, like who the fuck is replacing these? You know? Not me. I ain't doing that shit. I own this place, but I ain't touching those. And I like doing house maintenance. And admittedly pretty cool catwalk, but I'm not seeing any Mexican beach pebbles or whatever the fuck. The most boring, bland room in the world. Looks like the other showers I've seen. Another temperature locked closet. This is what I'm talking about. I'm into this. I'm into this funky ass pink strip light situation they got going on. I'm into an 8-bladed fan, even though they look like half of a canoe oar. See, okay, this is more manageable. You can't watch TV from bed without craning your head, but there is a sofa, you know? And it's like, that is either the most or least comfortable couch in the entire world, and it's really a toss-up between the two. But it's either you fall asleep on the couch watching TV, or if it's uncomfortable, you stand up and stagger like 8 steps maximum to your bed after a long night of drunkenly playing the Wii. Another, serviceable bathroom. The elevator again. Very hexagonal. Good for you. At least you know what you like. This isn't terrible. Of all of the Rych Bytch housing I've seen, this is actually pretty good. I don't hate this. I hate that there's like little color and, you know, you get fucking mushed peas green. But this is the kind of house, if you share it with like 2 other people, if this house has a total of 3 residents in it, that all paid in like $4 million to live here, you go like a couple days without seeing them. Okay. This is simultaneously really weird to me, but really also kind of thrilling, because I'm just thinking of all the shit that I would put here, you know? I would have, this is, as part of the shit that I love about Minecraft houses, is putting huge empty floor things that I can just decorate with whatever the hell I want. I wouldn't spend much time in this house for the first, like, 2 years I owned it, because I would be too busy, you know, running around furniture stores going, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at this, you know? And frankly, you know, of my $100 million, I would probably break myself buying furniture. Show me the graveyard or whatever the hell that was. This is cool. I mean, it feels like, you know, a resort, which I think me, as being of my generation, Gen Z, living in a place that feels like a resort, I'm not against it. I'm kind of into it. That's gonna be a fucking nightmare, though. Dude, imagine you're just chilling in the sitting area, the dry sitting area by the pool, and you got kids in the pool. Yeah, your ass ain't staying dry. A basketball hoop. Very nice. Dying to know what that graveyard looking area was. But it appears that question will remain unanswered, I'm afraid. A cool house. I like it. That's a solid, like... Oh, it's a fire pit by the pool. That's even worse. Locust Grove, Georgia. All right, what do we got next? Oh, yeah, hang on. Let's shame these realtors real quick. Lisa McGree and Cry Leaky Realtors, you suck ass at picturing your home. This is awful. This is poopy. Poo-poo. A private, fully automated iron gate in sought-after Henry County, this extraordinary estate redefines luxury living set on an expansive 13.5 acres. One-of-a-kind, fully smart home offers unmatched privacy, innovation, and resort-style amenities designed to impress at every turn. The moment you arrive, the grandeur is undeniable. Custom iron entry doors, blah, blah. Brazil. Thoughtfully curated, blending elegance with cutting-edge technology. Ambient rope lighting and a commercial-sized elevator for seamless access through the home. Show-stopping gourmet kitchen. That didn't really feel show-stopping to me. Blah, 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 blee, blue, blue, blah. Basketball court with a turf area, blah, 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 blah. Entertainment and wellness are elevated to new heights with a state-of-the-art movie room featuring surround sound and a dragonfly projector. Pool house, sauna, steam room, full gym, kitchen, and bar. Your personal retreat without ever leaving home. Not pictured. Not pictured. Designer furnishings imported from Turkey. Okay. Let's go to Gamels and see if the pictures are better here. What is this? What is this graveyard? Also, dude, fuck these people. These people are so pissed off. I guess it's like a little garden. But this is Georgia embodied right here. This is, you've got, you know, normal average Joe housing, and then you've got Opulence, the movie. Electric Boogaloo. Why do you need two driveways? What is the point of this? Is this like a service route? This is where the payday gang breaks in? If they don't feel like going guns blazing, this is like the stealth route? Dude, why even bother having a house this big if you're just going to be surrounded by poors or like normal people. Get that weak shit out of here. Oh, water park is nice. You can go to the water park and piss in there and then retreat to your regular pool with an empty bladder. So you don't, you know, waste your pool on piss. I still like this house. I don't know why there's a giant fucking chrome ball there. But as far as my $100 million go, I would live here. I don't know what purpose this serves. Do you own all of this land? Like, do you own this little lake too? Yeah, unmatched privacy, by the way. Unmatched privacy. Bullshit. If I want to go out on this porch and jerk off, I better hope this guy doesn't have kids. Unmatched privacy, my ass. Honestly, dude, hell, if I even, like, if I want to jerk off in my fire pit, I have to hope that, like, you know, it's not daylight. Unmatched privacy, my ass. Alright. What's next? No, I don't want Locust Grove houses for sale. I want all Georgia. Give me all Georgia, please. Also, seriously, what the fuck is a Mexican beach pebble? Oh. Well, I like those. Not in Locust Grove. I just want the larger Georgia area, please. Thank you. All right, an unspecified number of baths, unspecified square footage, studio. What? What the fuck is this? What does this have to do with the real estate listing whatsoever? Congratulations, you butt ugly piece of shit. You shot a beautiful piece of nature. Forest fire, very cool. This isn't real. This is not real. A dog's ass. Dude, get the fuck out of here. That's a prank listing. All right, finally, we get into Atlanta. Show me what you got. Oversized island. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oversized island, turf lawn, dance studio. Energy efficient windows? Energy efficient windows. I suspect windows generally don't require energy input. Just a thought. $68,000 a month. You'll pay it off in... Okay, wait. Hang on, I gotta do the math. So, what? Hang on. Six. I'm gonna have to do a little fudging. Hang on. Oh. Well, no, I guess I won't. Oops. Okay. 11 million divided by, we'll just say 70,000 to make it easier. Oh my god! Really? That is wild, but I can't do the math quick enough to figure out if it's wrong or not. But that is like 10. That's like a 15-year mortgage, which I guess is average, so whatever. Hello, Jet. How's it going? Welcome to Surreal Estate. But you don't understand. It's a single-family residence, but you get a dance studio on a fucking not even acre lot. That's pathetic. And more piss poor resolution images. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not looking through more horrible imagery. I gotta go with the Frank Lloyd Wright inspired residence in Columbus, Georgia. No, sorry, Buckhead. I like it because it reminds me of a place we used to go when I was a kid. It's got a very botanical feel to it. Could have put myself in the just chatting category. What category am I in? I hope this is like a patio. This is like a deck and not just a covered for no reason area. Because that would make a bitchin' deck. I didn't really pay attention to what category I clicked. Another wide shot. I hate these wide shots. Okay, see, this is the kind of shit that I want. I don't want floor-to-ceiling wood paneling. I like the stone walls, man. They look nice. With the wood flooring? The stained glass looks really cool. I'm into this. You have I can only assume it's a vent or whatever for some goop monster to come out of. And a bureau desk, I think, or whatever the fuck. A lot of brown. But at least there's red to go with it. Ash is your president. Oh my god, you've got a 1930s toilet and a bowl. A bowl sink. The same picture. Is that a pizza oven? That's pretty bitchin'. Ew!
Wait, what does that say? The time you have is the time... you use.
That's not very motivational. Part of me wants to defend this green. I'm of two minds about it. I really am. Because part of me wants to defend it as like, you know, you've got copper coloring going on and green is like the color of oxidized copper, so it looks not terrible. But at the same time, that's definitely not oxidized copper green. There's your pizza oven. See, issue. If I buy this house, those are not my initials. My name is not SDC. My name is ABB. That's another reused picture. I really thought, is this another reused picture? Guys, get your fucking shit together. An admittedly very cool sitting room. On a nice autumn day, those doors would stay permanently open. This is gonna get faded in fucking like days, though. Honestly, I'd be surprised if it wasn't already faded with all that. There's so much sun exposure blowing onto that little painted area, whatever you want to call it. The windows are nifty. It looks like a Minecraft house. Another house that I'm willing to bet if I had enough time and energy, I could recreate in Minecraft. It would have to be modded Minecraft. A pretty cool sitting area. You don't have to see any pores. I hate bowl sinks. Why can't you just have like a trough? I don't need a bowl. I don't need a basin. No, let me start over. I don't want a bowl. I don't need a basin. And wait. Some sort of funky ass keypad that I guess is for the lights. A bath you are definitely gonna bust your ass getting out of. Dude, I have a skull fracture just from looking at that. I do really love the nook under the stairs. I am a hearty fan of that. Chairs that are like 6 miles away from the television. Is this oh shit, do we go into the basement? Okay, this is like your granddad's house. Please, please, for the love of God, start putting pictures of places that are in the same place together. This is why I can't piece together a fucking floor plan, is because it's always like, okay, here's a picture of the kitchen, and then the master bedroom, and then the stairs, and then outside, and then a wide shot of outside, and then like 3 more wide shots of outside, and then the stairs, and then a different angle from the kitchen, then the same angle from the kitchen, then the shower, then inside the shower, then outside the shower, then the sink, then outside the shower again, then a picture from the fucking drain, the inside of the tub drain, then a picture looking out the window, then another wide shot, then the kitchen again, then inside the oven, and then the stairs again. Fucking ridiculous. That's cool. I really like that. I'm into that. I love the fish pond. Already seen that picture. Giant stationary grill. Yeah, I would spend a lot of time there too. Weird room. A bar. That's a really strange place for a bar. This is, okay, you know what this is? It's not a bar. This is where you go to, like, you're hosting a Christmas party, right? And you just kind of stand here hoping that people sit down so you can show them fucking card tricks. You're hoping, like, Aunt Felicia wanders up the stairs so you can show her, you know, your new, you can play, what is it, the cup game with her. Like, oh, before you go to bed, Aunt Felicia, would you like to try and guess where the die is? I got 3 cups here. Okay, I don't know what in the fuck this is supposed to be, but okay. You get bonus points for this being a sitting area and not just a, you know, whatever the fuck. I'd also like to note that this $10 million home only has 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Okay, going into the basement. Show me the basement. I'm ready to be impressed by the basement. A humongous pool table. But where's the TV? You got a fireplace, but where's the TV? How do you expect me to get blasted off of my asshole with the boys and play pool and not have, like, reruns of American Dad on the television? That's kind of a key part of who'd believe I started off as an ugly chili. Chile, excuse the fuck out of me? Okay, we gotta talk decor, because that is some funky ass shit right there. That's getting replaced like day one. What is this? A gallery? Why do you need a gallery in your man cave? I would convert this to like a studio. Like I could paint and make my own $35 million sculptures here, but I don't need a gallery. I don't need like here's what I have. Actually, okay, wait. I do take that partially back because I could hang up like convention posters here. The problem is this room is not big enough for all the convention posters I have. A shower, a sauna, and I can imagine this is the toilet room. A wine cellar, of course. What in the hell is this? You have like a built-in server room? I would love to know what that is. Because that looks like sound system controls. Oh, that's the spa they were talking about. And every good home, I know I take the piss a lot, but I strongly believe that all of the best homes have spiral staircases in them. I strongly believe that. But dude, this floor, you hop out of that spa, and if you aren't immediately dry, which no living person could be, and I doubt many dead people could be, this wood is warping after like a month because it's poorly spaced. I hugely highly doubt that it's like competently sealed. So water is definitely getting down in there and you're going to have warped floors. And I don't know what fucktard decided to put wooden flooring right next to the spa with no like stone or any sort of area where you can dry yourself and not get water on the fucking wood. Yeah, I mean, a jerk-off room. You gotta have that. Wide shot, gotta have that. A garden. I would fuck up a garden. If I didn't have to worry about like money, I would fuck up a garden. If I was overcome by the boredom of somebody unemployed. And that's where I banish all of the bad people. It comes with its own haunted subhouse, dude. Dude, you walk past this place at night and you see like a flickering fire with some sort of silhouette in this window staring out at you. Some poor old slave woman is staring out at you, just kind of like shaking her head disapprovingly at the fact that you spent $10 million on this house. I guess I don't understand Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture style, because I don't know what about that was. Let's find out. Organic architecture, integrating structures harmoniously with their environment. Okay, I'll give you that. I do like that. I'm into that. So I will let you have that. All right, Atlanta, Georgia, $9.5 million. What do we got? A small football pitch. More piss poor, low resolution photos. See, this is fantastic though. If I could fucking just like pull out a snapshot of a place that I want to exist for the rest of my life, it would be this. It would be in that twilight hour with everything lit up, in that like chill out in that pool. I don't understand and don't quite enjoy the seating that's in the pool. That's kind of fucking weird to me, but whatever. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to live. That is where I want to exist for the rest of my days. What the hell are those? Those look like the little buttresses that they put on Omaha Beach so the fucking the concrete. Oh God, I forget the name of them. The things that the Marines had to hide behind, you know, so they didn't get immediately gunned down. The ones that didn't. Is that supposed to be seating? Ew! Once again, Rych Bytch's terrible fucking taste in seating. I mean, it looks like a villa. It looks like a villa house. I don't understand the embedded stairs. Can't you just, like, walk up this hill? Oh, is that supposed to be bleachers? See, maybe that's supposed to be bleachers. Basketball / tennis court. Okay, so you've got 12 rows of bleacher seating. So you can get the whole family together for the family reunion to watch your great nephew miss field goals repeatedly into the one goal that's there. Oh, good job, little Antonio. You'll get the next free kick. Don't worry. This is where Uncle Rod is grilling his meats. I'm all about that. The flowery archways. I'm all over that shit. This is where Nana sits because she can't handle the sun too good. Not like she used to. A random table. That's for Grandpa Jimbo to set his beer down, his Michelob. More pictures of the garage. A random fuck-ass door. Oh! Oh! Dude, if there's one thing I love, it's completely unnecessary giant indoor columns. Oh my god. And chairs. I understand you have to fill the space with something, but why are there just always random ass chairs? These chairs are never gonna get used. They're, or at least not like, how to put it? You're gonna sit in this chair to put your shoes on before you go out on your power walk. And that's about the deepest that chair is ever going to get used. Is that a thermometer? Thermostat? I think this is the thermostat. This must be like a smart home amenity or... Because I doubt that's just a clock. I love windows that open up into doors. Ah, yes, the Necronomicon. A funky-ass desk. A piano that will never get used. At least there are different colors. At least it's not all black and white. Or fucking brown and red. Or brown and orange. At least whoever, you know, wow, the name is, the word escapes me. Whoever set up this home to have pictures taken oh my god! Whoever set up this house to have the real estate photos taken, is bold enough to put in some other colors. This is uniquely strange to me. Because, like, if I don't know what's behind this right here, this corner, I don't know what's to this side. But if I'm standing here, with my back to this open area, like, if the refrigerator is right here, and I'm looking in the fridge for a Pepsi, right? And there's somebody sitting in this room over here, and I have to shout across 2 islands? Something about that. There's just something that tweaks my brain. It's not that much different from shouting across one island or shouting across a room this size. Like, okay, if this island weren't here, I would have no problem shouting from the fridge to this room. But the fact that there are two islands in the way fucks with my brain, and I can't tell you why. That is so strange. I don't know which of these is supposed to be the refrigerator. I'm too rich for a refrigerator. I buy my beef every day. A dink ass little twink ass little sink ass. Is this like a, what is the point of this? Again, I'm commissioning like a $35,000 giant statue to put right here. That's where, no, you know what it is? That's where, Cousin Buford plugs in his bass and crappily plinks out a little solo that he wrote. Because he's like 16 and he's trying to impress his girlfriend that he brought with him to the family reunion. An indoor grill is a fucking crime. Dude, if you don't have the balls to grill amongst nature, you're too old to be grilling. Like, if you're in a covered area, like a carport, that's fine, as long as there are no walls. You don't have to be out in the sun, you know? Because I also hate the sun. But the fact that you're in, like, a sun room, fuck that shit. I hate the, not hate. I am amused by the frosted privacy glass. I don't know why. Dude, if I need a ladder to get to my clothes, I got too many fucking clothes, alright? Like, this is where I'm keeping my hats and shit. I don't have that many hats. I have, okay. We'll say somewhere between like 10 and 15 baseball caps, and that's being very generous. I have 2 beanies. I have a straw hat. I have 4 bucket hats. I have a bike helmet. And if I'm forgetting any of my hats, may God strike me down right now. I don't need a ladder to get to my hats. I have 2 hooks in my room that are holding most of my hats right now. And we've already discussed that I have a maximum of 4 pairs of shoes. Slippers, sneakers, dress shoes, Crocs. I'm not putting shoes up there, hell no. What I want, okay. Here is, if I ever, by some stroke of luck, own a house. What I want is, I want a window that opens up, that's large enough and close enough to the roof that I can open it and go out onto the roof. And just kind of look up at the stars whenever I want. Like when I can't sleep, that's what I want. That's like, that is my version of the rich bitch having a home theater, right? I want to be able to go out on the roof. I want easy roof access. If I can do it straight from my bedroom, even the better. A ball pit. Dude, if my grandparents hosted a family reunion and they had a fucking ball pit, I feel like you're never gonna be satisfied with life again. Like, there's nowhere to go from there, you know? Like, my grandparents had a fairly modest toy room. I was very satisfied with it because I had a decent imagination and I could, like, you know, take the fucking little, like, rubber crocodile they had and one of the action figures from a cartoon from, like, the 1950s, and I could, you know, reenact the crocodile hunter shit, you know? if my fucking grandparents had a ball pit and a Power Wheels and this funky junction right here, that would spoil the rest of my life for me because I would always be chasing that high. A workout room, very nice. Pool, excellent. My dream home also has a pool table in it. A bar, and I'm really trying to figure out what that is on that table. Is that dominoes or mahjong? I can't tell. This is nightmare shit. That is some funky ass wall art. No, absolutely fucking not. No, ma'am. No crystal coffee tables for me, please. I will slip and kill myself on that. This feels magical. This feels like some sort of Lord of the Rings shit. This is like a tomb you raid to find the Ark of the Covenant. And so why are there chairs everywhere except for where you would want chairs to be? Because if I'm hosting a family reunion in my $10 million house, there are probably going to be more than just, we'll be generous and say 4 people on this sectional and 1 guy in this goddamn massage recliner. Which is not a massage chair. No, this is what you sit in to get a massage. Why is there no other seating? Maybe there's more seating behind this couch, but we'll never fucking know. And for all of the diarrhea that I have been squirting on this house, I still think it's one of the better houses I've looked at. Mud room. It has an elevator because of course it does. A butler's pantry, a butt pantry, giant living room, bathroom, washer dryer, another bedroom. Terrace level. Okay, so the family room / game room is different from the bonus room / playroom. I think this is where the ball pit was. Another kitchen. Am I stupid in assuming that most houses have but one kitchen? I know I talked about this on episode 0 of Surreal Estate, but this is a problem that I would have if there are too many fridges around. I know I would have 1 Pepsi left, and I would have no fucking idea where I left it. And I would murder for a Pepsi, right? Also, what I think is especially stupid is the fact that the bathroom by the gym does not have a shower in it. That seems kind of like, if I'm the architect, I'm putting a shower in that because you want to go straight from the gym to the shower. Anyway. A lot of bedrooms. Yeah, of course there's going to be bedrooms in the upper level. It's a fine house. I mean, if I had $10 million to explode onto a house, or $58,000 a month, you know? Dude, Jesus Christ, if you're making $58,000 a month, you're making more than, you're making like $750,000 a year. And that's assuming that you are you are only making that much and only paying for the house. That's ridiculous. All right, see, now we're getting into the more reasonably priced houses. 8.5 million doable. 9.5 million, that's exclusive. That is money exclusive, but 8.5 million, now we're getting to the layman housing that normal people can afford. All right? In Atlanta, Georgia, built in 1955, I don't think I'm gonna like this house. Guest suite, redesigned pool and spa, level lawn, so easy to mow. Fireside sitting area, custom dressing rooms, what? Recreation spaces, and bathed in natural light. It's been on Zillow for 50 days, almost 2 months. And more disgusting low resolution pictures. Yeah, sorry, we're skipping this one because I'm not dealing with that. Once was enough. All right, Roxborough Road, Atlanta, Georgia, $8.5 million. Indoor wellness retreat, integrated sound system. Cool, I'm into that. Hot tub, grand double staircase, expansive green space, private theater, and private putting green. Yeah, ruin it with golf. Ugh. I think another incredibly luxurious thing that I would be very amused to have in my home, and actually would probably motivate me to clean more, is if I had a sound system that ran throughout the whole house. Like, I connect my phone to one central thing, you know? And I put on Sabaton, and I'm listening to the same Sabaton seamlessly as I wander through the house, you know, mopping or whatever. I fuck with that. Neat entryway, not interested in all the white. Is this a support beam or like a foyer sort of situation? Is this the reception area or the... I guess I'll find out. Okay, this is just a support beam. This is where you stand to greet your guests. The problem is they can't fucking see you because of this giant support beam. This is where you stand down over your minions and give them a rousing speech. All 4 of your minions. They got transmogrified by some evil witch into chairs. They look like minions, don't they? Satan's anus. Yeah, we've got the bone of Moby Dick's blowhole in the kitchen. There's no... Okay, dude. I understand that it sounds like I can't be satisfied with anything, and that's because I can't, but... Why do you not have some sort of wall art here? It feels like a fucking doctor's office, dude. This feels like some dentist's office in northern Georgia that, like, I'm away, but I need a filling, you know? And I'm not gonna be back at mom and dad's for, like, 2 months, which I'm making up a scenario here, but I have to go to some dentist that I'm not used to in northern Georgia. Ugh. I feel like these seats are not meant for human beings. I hate stools, by the way. If I'm gonna sit in a chair, I'm gonna need some back support. Weird, there's just nothing there. There's not much for me to make fun of because there's just nothing in this fucking house, dude. And what is this? What the fuck is... What is this area for? What is the purpose of this? Could this not have just been a flat wall? Because at least if it's a flat wall, I can get a print or some sort of... if I got $8.5 million to spend on a house, I can have somebody just paint it. The big fucking karate guy painting from Minecraft and put right there. But no, there has to be this cutout where you're maybe putting a bookshelf if you're lucky. Gotta look out over the pool, of course. Okay, I would like to just look at this for a minute and see if I can decipher some things. So, I see the elevated platform over there that looks like it's built for like some sort of DJ table. I see the speakers. I see like the integrated speakers. I'm not quite sure what this little platform over here is for. But I'm also seeing you have little jet fountains in your... So is this a pool or is this just a fountain? Whose sole purpose is to make the DJ really nervous because if he drops something in there, it's gone forever. And if it's a pool, why the fuck do you have these jet fountains here? That's just gonna make it hard to get into and out of the pool. And also, I can only assume that this is like a ramped entrance, which means it's going to be a pain in the ass to swim back and forth. Like, if I want to get some exercise in this pool, I want to swim back and forth. But if it's a slope entrance, if it's not like stairs or whatever, that's going to be tough. Also, way too many windows. If I want to jerk off on this platform, I can't. Too many windows and no privacy. I like this little TV over here. A hot tub, I assume. I'm really worried for the health of these speakers being this close to water. I really, really am. One errant splash and these things are fizzled for good. Also, dude, seriously, if I want to jerk off in my pool, who is this numbnuts? And is he looking in at me jerking off in my pool? I can't tell if this is supposed to be like a shower or a sauna, but I'm guessing sauna because this looks like the shower. So I'm thinking sauna, but I see speakers, and how are you going to guarantee the health of these speakers in a sauna? You know what a sauna does, right? Makes steam, hot steam. You know what's bad for the health of speakers? Water. I mean, I'm hoping that the $8 million down guarantees that I'll have free replacement speakers, you know, free warranty, free lifetime warranty on those speakers. Jesus Christ! I would just like to point out, real quick, before we marvel at the size of this bed, whoever designed this house really should have put more thought into where they were putting the support beams. Why is this in the middle of the fucking floor? It feels like a department store. You know how you'd run through Target and there'd always be those big fucking poles in the middle of the aisles? That's what this feels like to me. That is the biggest bed I've ever seen in my entire life. This does not feel like this feels like somebody welded two king-sized beds together. This does not feel like a real bed. I can't imagine what sheeting this thing would be like. Of course you've got a fireplace. And of course you've got a whole fucking like garage's worth of space between your bed and the wall. Oh no, I'm sorry, there's no wall there. It's a sitting area. Why? Are you going to invite some woman or man up to your room and make them swoon with your sitting area? Show them your bed, the sheer fucking magnitude of your bed? And then grab them by the hand and Trotsky them over to this little thing? And be like, oh no, we'll get to that later. Let's sit down and talk. Are you impressed by my in the middle of the fucking floor support beam? Yeah, it was hard to argue that with the contractors, but I made it work. What can I say? I'm just that good of a negotiator. Now take your panties off. This must be the private dressing room that they were talking about. Jesus Christ, at the size of that shower. That's the old man bathtub. Because it's got the fucking support railings for you to lower yourself into. His and hers toilets. I don't understand that. If I take a shit, I don't want to have to shift over to the bidet. I would rather have a bidet built into the toilet. That way I can just get my little squirt, wipe my ass, and be done. I don't want to have to shift over here to get my squirt. And also, where is the toilet paper supposed to be? I guess you could like put one up, put a holder right here, but then it makes shifting from the toilet to the bidet tough. And you have to hope that there are no butt drippings between the toilet and the bidet. I don't get it. It's too rich bitch for my blood. That's a pretty nifty office, but the problem is this is the state of Georgia. And the sun beats especially hot on the state of Georgia around this time of year. So those windows would be miserable if you were doing any sort of work in there. And of course there's a fireplace. Why wouldn't there be? And God forbid you want to have any sort of private meeting in this office either. There's no door. And you have to guess which one of these is the entryway. Maybe that's how you filter potential clients, is like you have them walk through the like a fucking Squid Game situation where if they bonk into one of the windows, you know they're not worth your time. Oh, problem. That is off center. This bowl is off center. Stage! That's the word. How can I not think of the word stage? Whoever staged this house, fired. Gone. No pension. No retirement. No severance. Gone. Dead. Killed. I'm not ordering a hit on you. I am ordering... No. Fuck. I fucked up that joke. I am not firing you. I am ordering a hit on you. Also, I think I can forgive this support beam now. Because I would put... First of all, you could absolutely see people walking up if you're standing here with, you know, your chest puffed out and a little bit of grandeur in your cock. But I would also put up, like, decorations on here. I don't know what, but I would put something. It'd be fun to decorate for Christmas, that's for sure. Take a couple days, but fuck it. You know what it is? Wait, I figured it out. I got it. I have cracked the code. You put like an archery target here, and you stand right here and jerk off and see if you can hit it. Dude! This bathroom is so white that if not for this shadow right here, I would not be able to tell that this was a corner. I would think this was, I would think this was a, oh God, what is it? Convex? I wouldn't think this was a protrusive corner. I'd think it was a convex corner. And again, what the hell is this for? Me could probably slide like a bed in there and be happy, but seriously, what in the fuck? I wonder if they just put these cutouts in houses and are like, as like a Rorschach test to see what people do with it, you know? It's clearly supposed to be a bedroom. And a loft where you're absolutely, if you're over 4 feet tall, gonna smack your head on the support structure. Maybe that's not a loft, maybe it's like a storage area. So much white! Another kitchen, I presume. Okay, but dude, if I have chicken in the freezer and I'm in my upstairs kitchen and I feel like making chicken and I've got all of my shit prepped in the upstairs fucking kitchen to make chicken, and the chicken is downstairs, I don't even think this is laziness, because no normal person would ever have to account for having two kitchens in their house. So I don't think it's lazy for me to not want to wander downstairs and find the chicken in the freezer to take back to the upstairs kitchen and cook. I don't think that's lazy. I think that's just normal, because normal people wouldn't have two fucking kitchens. Yeah, dude, I'm taking this railing out. I'm replacing it with another railing and putting a little gate on it. And just having like a fucking stick, a board, a 2x4 that I can walk across to get onto the roof. And if it's a fucking $8 million house, $9 million house, I am definitely gonna just assume that it can support my weight. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm just gonna assume ballroom. This isn't even fun. This isn't even one of the fun houses, because like there's no furnishing and it's all white. I can't keep making fun of the support structure being stupid, you know, but that's all there is. Because it's white. There's no wall art. There's nothing in the rooms except for maybe a bed, you know? There's nothing there. The carpet looks retarded, but like, that's it. That took me all of maybe 0.75 seconds to say, right? It's hard to take the piss out of something when there's no piss to take. Okay, see, now we're getting into something. This is a bad fucking ass room. For the sole purpose, for the sole virtue that it has a humongous fucking beanbag. That is awesome. That's what I would put in there. Hello, Fang Li. I'm glad to see it worked out. But dude, why? Why all of the white? Why is the most interesting room in the house all black? Because the rest of the house is all white. There's no color. There's no expression. There's nothing interesting to look at. It's not even black. It's fucking gray. Ah, yes, the room I come into to look at my wine. I appreciate that these houses assume that you give a fuck about wine. Because if I don't, what am I putting in there? I mean, Monster, duh, but... And another kitchen-esque, kitchen-adjacent room. Rich people always collect wine? Well, of course they do. But, like, dude, okay, let's just, hang on. Let's go back. The lag is driving me fucking nuts, which is probably why I'm extra grumpy. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divided. Multiplied by 4, right? Which is 32. I don't have 32 Two Love roof figures that I can put in there, alright? I've got 6. No, 8. Oh, well, they're right there. I can count them. I've got 7 of them. I don't think I even have 32 figures total. And I couldn't put my Nindos in there because they're too short. I understand why this house is $8.5 million, because then you got to buy a bunch of furniture to put in there. And okay, dude, you can't add this picture, right? And not explain what the fuck this is. What is it? Is it a massage chair? What is this room? What is the purpose of this? Is this the jerk-off chamber? Because so far, I've seen the whole house has like 15 jerk-off chambers, right? I don't know what that's supposed to be. The masturbatorium, exactly. That is the goon cave to end all goon caves. That's just what I have to assume because there's no context. That's why I hate these pictures. I much prefer a 3D tour. That must be the dance studio. I forgot until just now that I saw that there was supposed to be a dance studio. Garages. My arm fucking hurts. I may have to take my flannel off because I think it's like the fabric is irritating my sunburn. This is cool. I like this. I like this little thoroughfare, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's down here, but I think this is the pool area and this is like the bedroom. I'll be real with you, dude. I know I'm joking a lot, but if I have this, if this is my house, I'm jerking off here. 100% brutally honest. I'm jerking off right here. I'm putting up like some sort of fucking big, tall TV here, and I'm jerking off here. I don't know what else I would use that for except for like a little jerk off area. Fuck the putting shit. I don't give a fuck about golf. Cause dude, look at all these windows. You can't get privacy anywhere to jerk off. An outdoor jerk. Yes, exactly. Because look at all these windows. You are safer jerking off in that little alcove there than any of this other area. At least this house is a lot more private than that other big ass house that was like right in the middle of the suburbs. Yeah, I can't read that shit. I ain't gonna bother. What do we got next? Randall Mill in Atlanta, Georgia. Ah, high ceilings. Very nice. Maybe I should... I'm gonna pick out a couple of the more interesting ones. This isn't a house? Dude, this is a fucking... This is not a residential area. This is not a residence. This is a bar. Oh my God, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We're bringing him with us. Toothy blowjob bomb. Yeah, that's not a home. Fuck you. Can I take the 3D tour? Is it gonna be laggy as all Jesus? Oh, it's so laggy. Yeah, no, I would rather look at pictures. Get your shit straight, Riesel Baker. Fuck me. Alright. Don't... I just want pictures. I don't want a floor plan. I guess you've got gates leading into your house. Very cool. More just horrible, disgusting seating. It's like somebody had never seen a cat before, and then they dropped acid and saw a cat for the first time, and that's how they interpreted it. These chairs. They're like, I can make seating out of that and sell it to rich people. I desperately need interior designers to understand this. I, as an average Joe, do not need my seating to be artistic. All right? I need my seating to be functional. Form follows function, okay? Don't make it this funky ass, like, acid cat situation. Make something that works. Make me a chair, for Christ's sakes. Just because it looks like a chair does not mean that it is a functional chair. This is for YouTube millionaires? Yes, but the problem is the industry goes where the money goes, right? So this bleeds into homes for average Joes, where they get these, you know, the people who want the taste of the high life, get these funky ass, nasty ass acid cat chairs, right? Okay, so I'm looking at this mirror here, and I'm seeing this portrait of, like, Jean Grey and Viggo Mortensen. A cool sitting area, but that is most certainly penis. That is, like, evil Orkin penis. Usually find your chairs on the street. I don't blame you for that. I love this pool. All right, let me be 100% clear. I love the pool. Weird, but functional. The funky ass indoor columns make a return, but you know, whatever. Another piano that, okay, you know what? Don't let me forget. Next episode of Surreal Estate, we're doing bingo. We're gonna do bingo. And one of the bingo squares absolutely needs to be a piano that nobody is gonna play. Okay. Next week. No, wait. Yeah, next week. Probably Friday? Probably Friday. We'll do another episode of Surreal Estate, and we'll bring M in. And we will have him play bingo with us. I think he'd be down for that, because he said he wanted in on Surreal Estate. So I'm going to have to come up with some squares. Which is great, because I don't have anything better to do, now that I've solved all my student loan woes. So I can devote some time to that. So the free space is obviously going to be nasty, funky-ass seating. Piano that nobody uses. I'll figure it out. I mean, okay, see, an average Joe, would thrive in that environment. Looking out wistfully on the lake as I plink away on my piano, because I can't play piano, but I would probably be motivated to learn if I could do that there.
Rich people don't give a fucking shit about the piano. Surprise! They don't care!
All they care about is watching somebody else play it. They don't care about playing it. I like the kitchen. I don't understand why these are so fucking tall, but I like it. I would gladly make, you know, macaroni and cheese on the on that stove. Okay, wait, because I need to figure out what exactly the hell's going on here.
I'm trying to confirm that this is not a microwave. Because it's not like any microwave I've ever seen. I don't know what else it would be. But if that's a microwave, did you have this whole special housing for the microwave, which is another like piece of evidence that's leading me to believe that it isn't. But again, I don't know what else it is. I don't know what that is. And then you've got like HGTV on over here.
That's a really cool countertop. I like that stovetop, dude. I also don't see where the microwave would be if there was one. Which is like kind of pointing me towards it being a microwave. But I don't know. Dude, you have you have special like spots for, I don't know how normal people do it. I only know how I do it. And how I do it is we have cabinets, right? And in our cabinets, we have stacks of plates. We have stacks of bowls. And we don't stack glass cups because that's stupid. But we stack plastic cups sometimes. And we have spots for cups, right? We don't have individual spots for a plate and a cup. That seems kind of space wasteful. But if you're spending $7 million on a house, I don't think you give a fuck about space wasteful. Ugh. Ugh. I feel like it's haunting me. I kind of want to bring him with me too. All right, come on, little guy. You're coming with us. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It looks kind of like a seashell, but it's definitely got some like Souls of the Damned hanging out in there. A cool bathroom. Yeah, fuck it. But that's the bathroom. But I do like this like breakfast nook sort of situation they got going on. I appreciate that. Are we in the guest house now? No, I don't think so. Jesus Christ, at the shower! Is that a squeegee? Is that a squeegee? Dude, if I don't feel like the Queen of England stepping in to take a shit or to jerk off, whichever I decide to do on this toilet, or maybe it's a trash bin, but I'm going to assume toilet, then I don't even want to pay $7 million for a house. If I don't feel like there should be an angel guarding this, because it's like, you know, the gate to the Garden of Eden, while I go to evacuate my bowels, there's no point. Why would I ever? Okay, are we going upstairs or are we going into the basement? Okay, we're going upstairs. Indoor window! I hope this leads into like a bedroom and you just have this here for no reason other than fuck it. We're gonna charge $7 million for this house anyway. Put it in. I don't think we're ever gonna find out, but I'm just gonna assume that that is an indoor window. Okay, see again me complaining about the two kitchens. If I got frozen chicken somewhere, it's not gonna be where I need it. Who is this asshole? Adam Sandler looking motherfucker, get out of here. I can safely say that I can say with like 87% confidence that this is the first time looking through Rych Bytch Real Estate that I've ever seen a twin bed in any of the rooms. A pool table. That's got to be a bingo square. And, okay. If I decide to watch this back, because I can't remember what I need for bingo squares, two things. One, very specialized, very, like, personal taste art. Like, fucking plane propellers. And pool table. Random microphone that's barely in frame. Why? And what? I would like to pose a question to you. Okay, and I am fully aware of the irony of this question, right? Being a Red Sox fan who lives in Georgia, why the fuck do they have a Cubs sign? A neon sign for the Chicago Cubs. Wherever they're fucking from. I think it's Chicago, but I can't remember. I haven't thought about them in a while. Why? Did they think, fuck it, it's a bar, we need a neon sign? Oh, I found this at the thrift store. It says Cub Old Style on it. Yeah, fuck it, throw it up there. Of course, a cards table, bowl sink, fucking disgusting. This is the sort of shit you hand out Halloween candy in, dude. I don't even know what to say about this. Dude, there's no room to jerk off in this room. Unless I am moving these little fucking end tables and shoving all three beds together and sleeping in this room solo, there's nowhere to jerk off. Another sauna. An actually decent entryway. All of these places tonight have had pretty good entryways. I love all of the green. Don't get me wrong. Another kitchen. Okay, see, this is a lot better jerk-off situation because there are only two beds, which means there's less chance of me sharing this room with somebody. But also, I don't know if you noticed, there's this privacy curtain that you can just close and jerk off to your heart's content. And you can have so much porno up here. So much porno. All in all, for most of these houses, I would be spending way more time outside. Which I think just means that I'm falling for the color correction shit that they've been doing. I know they've been doing it. Because it's never this green or blue or, you know, sunny outside. Life is not this beautiful, alright? I hate to tell you. All in all, that's a decent home. Alright, I can do like one or two more. My voice is starting to go. Alright, this one and this one. And this one. Okay. That's it. We're down to like reasonable monthly payments here. $37,000 a month. That's great. I mean, starting out, that's more than half of my yearly salary once I get, you know, licensed and start practicing, but that's okay. Is this one not furnished? Because this isn't going to be fun to look at if it's not furnished. Yeah, all right, we're skipping this one. Is this one furnished? Okay, it is. It may have just been, you know, the power of suggestion from the music, but this looks like a train to me. Alright. Terrible, awful quality pictures so far. Telling me nothing about the house. Now, I may be stupid, but what exactly is the point of having balls in your fireplace? I'm not quite sure I understand that. Is it, like, has that replaced wood logs? With stone balls? I don't know. I don't get it. Perfect place to put your jerk-off shrine. 2 jerk-off shrines. This doesn't even feel like the same house. You go from this, like, onyx-colored, onyx and gold shit, to vibrant, I don't even want to call it vibrant, like, Second Coming of Christ white and brown. It doesn't feel like the same home. Like, even this looks like a piece of art. This looks like modern art that you would find hanging in a community arts center. And it's like a metaphor for, like, you know, racism or whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. Did I need the slideshow of this? What is the point of this opening and closing? Oh, I get it. This is the 3/5 compromise. But you can just shut out all of the people you don't want to hear from. Okay, I think I figured out a piece of my own personal bias. I'm always really easy to impress when it comes to kitchens. I think as long as, like, and I think that's just because I like to cook. If I can see myself cooking in the kitchen, then I will. My stove comes with 4 settings. Off, low, high, and IGN. Is it supposed to rotate clockwise? I hope so, because if it rotates counterclockwise, why does it go to high first? I don't like this dial system at all, because this may be a personal gripe, but I don't understand why, if it rotates counterclockwise, why it would go to high first. So that logically, like, invalidates that. So it must rotate clockwise. Why is the low setting so fucking far away? Why is the low setting not on the first, like, half percentage away from low? You get what I mean? It stands to reason that if off is here, low should be here, mediums should be here, and high should be here. And I get this is supposed to be like ignition, not IGN, but whatever. What the fuck ever. Another bench that is designed to be as uncomfortable as possible so homeless people don't sleep on it. Because bear you in mind, if a homeless person breaks into your house, you've only got 7 bedrooms, so those are all going to be full. This is a single family residence, mind you. So they're going to have to find somewhere else to sleep. That's too short for a homeless person to sleep on. That's too thin, too narrow. I love that you've got a half door, though. I can pee-pee poo-poo on that all I want, but that is kind of I do appreciate that. I like the little half door. Next place. That looks like a bar of goat soap that you would get from the farmer's market. More balls in the fireplace. I don't get that. Divorcee, vanity, yeah, vanities. I think once I'm done with Georgia, so I'll do probably at least one more episode of Surreal Estate focused in Georgia. Ugh. But once I'm done with Georgia, I want to go to, not California. California is too easy. But I want to go to a state that has like outlandish architecture, right? Like I don't want to go to Montana or fucking Louisiana. Well, maybe Louisiana, but I don't want to go somewhere that has just like the same idea of rich bitch housing. I want something that has wild variance in their concept of rich bitch housing. You know? So I'm thinking like Nevada. Bro, can I talk to you for a second about why exactly the fuck your mirror frame is shaped like a noose? Are you okay, buddy? I don't know. I don't really get that. And dude, why does your shower tiling look like just somebody's jamming bars of soap into the wall? Ah, this one looks like a stamp. That must be why the other one looked like a noose. It's because he got tired of collecting stamps and couldn't find anything to fill a hole. God, where the pizza time never ends already? God damn. Shit flies. Realistically, so there's a distinct difference in my head between something like a vacation home and something like an actual residence, right? And the way you can always tell in my head is like the office areas. So something like this is functional for somebody who's going to be staying in this bedroom for a week to 2 weeks at a time. Not somebody whose bedroom this is going to be for the foreseeable future, all right? My desk is pretty fucking big. It's full of a bunch of crap, and it's got my PC and 3 monitors on it, right? So there's not a whole lot of room for, you know, whatever normal people do on desks. But this is fucking worthless, bro. You maybe read a book or write a letter here, which great if you're doing that. But you're not going to get any real work done there. Huh? Why just a giant mirror? I assume that's a giant mirror. A pink sauna, very cool. In a great big room of nothing. Is this another dance studio, dude? A picture of a wall, very cool. I well and truly believe you've got a panic room, as all rich people need. I truly believe that I could stage these houses better than professional realtors. Like, I understand that if I am selling a house to somebody, they want to see the full rooms. And they're going to have questions about, like, what leads where, right? And so I'm going to stage the house and the picture collage in a way that makes sense, right? So like, here is hallway that leads into 3 bedrooms. Here's pictures of bedroom 1. Here's pictures of bedroom 2. Here's pictures of bedroom 3, right?
not these professionals. No, dude, there's like, here's the hallway. And we've talked about this already. Here's the hallway. Here's a wide shot of the yard. Here's a shot from the chimney. Here's the pool. Here's bedroom 1. Here's the workout area. Here's the floor. Here's kitchen numbers 2 and 3. Here's bedroom 2. You know, it's like, what the fuck? I want to know what's down this hatch. What is the purpose of this hatch? And I am taking bets. I am taking money fucking bets that not in the next 10 pictures will we get context of what's in that hatch. Is this the hatch? I don't know. How would I know? Because it's green? Fucking maybe. Or it could just be a completely different green room in the house. This does not feel like the same house. This feels like a picture taken at a completely different fucking house. And I don't even know what to say about this. This feels haunted. This also screams vacation homes. Like, this should be on the coast of Florida. This should be somewhere in Miami. This shouldn't be in Georgia. This shouldn't be in fucking Atlanta. This should be on a beach somewhere. This should be fucking West Coast. That just looks stupider than I have words to say. They look like stalagmites. No, stalactites. Stalagmites, stalactite. They look like stalactites. Oh, okay, see, I get this now. This is by the pool. It would have been great to have that context before I looked at it. I will once again air my concerns about having a long pool like this with complete, like, full wide steps, because that's going to make getting exercise in this pool a pain in the fucking ass. If I'm speed swimming and I smack my forehead against the stairs, yeah, I'll know that that's when I need to turn around, but I don't want to do that. This is acceptable level of indoor for grill. But this is probably as acceptable. This is like right edging on the skirt line of too much indoor for grilling. That's a nice picture. Ah, very nice. Very artsy. And this is 6 milli. And now, Berkshire Road in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not interested in virtual staging. I'm not interested in a 3D house tour. I just want pictures. This is what I mean about variants, because like this is a funky looking house. I hope it's funky looking inside and out. It's nice to have a place where you can wave to your neighbors or your party goers while you're jerking off. See, but that's the difference. In a place like this, where it's all windows, you don't get the choice. You don't get any privacy. Wherever you're jerking off, you're walking down the hallway jerking off, people are going to see you. Sometimes I don't want to be seen. Sometimes I do, right? Sometimes I want to wave to my neighbors while I'm jerking off, but I want to have that choice, right? I like this. I actually do. I appreciate... is that Mexican beach pebbles? I appreciate this sort of area. Not a very big pool, but if I want to have a nice relaxing soak while I wait for my hot dogs, yeah. If I want to walk down the hallway jerking off while thinking about soaking in the pool, yeah. I like this house, dude. I'm buying this house. Fuck it. I assume this is a jacuzzi. If I thought I could get away with it without dying, I would absolutely leap from this balcony into the pool. But I well and truly suspect that
paralyze or kill me. Oh! Oh, I'm all about that, dude. These doors that open so broadly you could drive a truck through there. Yeah. Yeah. I like this place. More Mexican beach pebbles. Like a giant 4-foot bad dragon tentacle dildo. The fuck is that?
Did somebody put like army guys in epoxy and sell it for a couple fucking like $10,000s?
God damn, dude. I'm in the wrong fucking profession. Dude, if I do that, I could afford a house like this. Moonlight is an army guy epoxy man. This guy, see, this guy gets it. This guy is definitely jerking off down here. He is definitely jerking off. Oh my god! You could fit like at least 2 humans the size of me in 1/2 of this fridge. I would immediately replace these stools because they're horrible, awful. I love that kitchen. I could see myself cooking in there. I would leave those doors wide ass open so I could hear the splish splash while I baked. Those chairs are immediately getting replaced. Those stools are immediately getting replaced. Who is this chair for? I have to know. Who is this for? I don't know, man. Okay, so, assuming Beans were still alive, M and I and Andy and Beans and Hunter were hanging out. None of us would choose to sit in that chair. I would probably be the most likely to sit in that chair because it would look funny. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, wait. Dude, I hope these aren't bolted down because you've got one guy that can actually look at the bar, right? And the other guy is just looking at the wall. I guess I'm assuming that, I think the more reasonable assumption is that these two people are like here chatting with each other. But my assumption is there's somebody back here, usually me, I put myself back there, serving drinks to people, right? Realistically, the guys in the chairs are probably getting their own drinks. Wait a minute! Is this a connected sauna? That's pretty badass, I'll give you that. I like this house. This is probably my favorite house that I've seen so far. Funky ass fan. I need to make funky ass fan bingo square. A fucking funny House of Mirrors mirror. An elevator, of course, because how else are you gonna, you know, it's hard. It takes a lot of focus to walk up the stairs while jerking off, so you gotta use an elevator. Especially as you get older. Maybe it's just because I'm getting tired, but I'm finding it tough to like take the piss out of this place. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or because I like it. Is that a solar panel? Ah, yes. A solar-powered bathtub. Perfect. Jesus, dude. I don't know what this is. But that's definitely a television, right? You know what I hate? I hate that I kind of really like this bedroom. I have never in my life Like, I have never come up with the idea of having an open floor plan bedroom bathroom before, right? But I kind of love the idea. Jacking off up the stairs is kind of funny, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, but it's hard. It is tough to do. I'm telling you, bro, I would love to live in a fucked up ass house like this with shelves everywhere and shit, because I would have like plushes and figures and ew. But see, this is what's great about America. In America, you can build a bathroom that has the bathtub right next to the crapper, right? And I assume these buttons in the wall are what you press to flush. Does it ever happen where, like, you take a shower and you have to shit like halfway through taking the shower? So you do. It's like an unavoidable shit. So you take a shit midway through taking a shower and you feel like you have to just like restart the shower. It happens to me. It hasn't happened in a while, so I guess I should say it has happened to me. And what the fuck is this like fucked up ass sex swing situation? What is this? I would love to get context for what the fuck that machine is. That's some kind of workout thing? How the hell is that supposed to work? You got a bike here, which is cool, but I don't get it. Of course a wine cellar, because what's a rich bitch house without any wine cellar? You gotta have a book about wine, because how else are you gonna know you're a wino? Dude, this feels like a look outside monster. Like, I look into this and, like, I'm seeing optical illusion shit. How much money do you think alone is in this much wine? Granted, these are probably empties that they just, scrounged up for staging, but I can't even... This is going to take a minute, but let's figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You have the capacity for 726 bottles of wine here. Not counting, this little squirt or whatever else is in this room that's not pictured. Say you spend $5,000 per bottle of wine, right? That's almost $4 million worth of wine. I don't know. I don't get it. I really like this, though. I think it's because I have dreams about places like this. Just wandering around at nighttime, And it exists in that part of my brain that I can't consciously access, so I want to be there while I'm conscious. Wait, is that the front yard? Is this the front of the house? Or maybe the front is down here. I was gonna say, because with this walk up, I don't know. Okay, no, this is the front of the house, because you drive in here. Gotcha. I don't know, I like it. This is probably my favorite house. If I made $36,000 a month, I would probably buy this. Commercial grade roofing, I would fucking hope so. What does infrared steam, what does infrared have to do with a sauna? Perfectly positioned on a coveted low traffic street in the Morningside Lenox Park neighborhood. Custom built modern masterpiece by Plexus R&D stands as an architectural icon. The striking one owner residence, yeah, okay, buddy, defined by unique angled walls, structural steel construction, blah, 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 blah. Fully automated home. Control 4 system managing entertainment, music, motorized shades, and security. Main level highlights include marble and hardwood floors. Blah, 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 blue. Blib, blib, blip, bubbity, bup. Enveloped by the serene sounds of a multi-tiered water feature. Okay, so it is a pool. Custom cabinetry, double wolf ovens, double sub-zero refrigerators. Perfectly complemented by an indoor bar with a pass-through window to the outdoor kitchen. Dining space. Effortless main level living. Evoking the elite residential designs of Miami or Los Angeles. Fucking Miami. Okay. That's what we're doing next episode. Not next episode, but episode... Whenever I move away from Georgia, we're doing Miami. Utilized as premier filming location for Netflix and CBS, this iconic property sits just moments from Piedmont Park. I thought you said low traffic. So which is it, Kin Covers? Fucking douchebag, ding-dong, idiot asshole. Anyway. Room types, great room. I don't care that I don't own, you know, half an acre of land. And I gotta be honest, let me look at the garage again. What the hell happened? No, take me back, goddammit. Dude, frankly, because I hate the idea of having to back out and curve, I'm probably just parking right here. Fuck the garage. I'll use the garage for storage. Okay, anyway, that's gonna do me. Good timing too, because 1000 March just ended. That will do it for this episode of Surreal Estate. My voice is starting to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. But thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Raspberry, blackberry, sparkling water. Pretty tasty shit. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will see you again soon. I'm going to try not to forget where I was so that for the next episode of Surreal Estate, I can just kick off, you know, where I left off. With M. We'll go ahead and kill those two guys off. Those idiots won't be showing back up, by the way. They're perma-dead. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I will see you again soon. Take yourselves care of, and don't go spending more money than you got on a house that you don't need. Okay? On expectancy next time, probably. No, I'll probably pick a different soundtrack, or I won't, because it'll the next episode will have me and M if he's down, which he probably will be. All right. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Have a cozy night. All right. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.